guys, it's Mr. Scotty Pie here, and I am here for day 4 of the Cineworld movie challenge. If you haven't seen any of these videos before, definitely go back and watch them, see what's going on, but I'll explain what this challenge is. Cineworld, the movie franchise, cinema franchise throughout the UK, have put a movie challenge on their Twitter page. Every day for 30 days, they give you a bit of a question about a film, or pick a film, and you choose one to talk about, or just choose a film. I thought it'd make a really good video challenge, so I've nicked this idea for them. I'm not sponsored at all by Cineworld, but I thought I'd nick this video idea off them, and, well, not a video idea, but use it as a video idea for the next 30 days. As I said, go back and watch the other 3 and see what my film choices are for there. Drop a comment. I do respond to all the comments, so we can have a chat about what your choices are and start a conversation. If you do enjoy this video, drop it a like, drop a subscribe so you can see when these videos are coming out. As I said, they're coming out every single day for the next 30 days, so maybe hit the bell notification so you can see when these drop, as I also might drop in some other videos throughout the month as well. I do talk a lot about films, TV and nerd culture, so if that is your thing, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. So let's jump in. This is day 4 of the Cineworld challenge, and the task for this one was to pick a film that starts with the. As you can imagine, this was quite a difficult one to pick, because basically I'd say about 80%, 75-80% of the film starts with the. So I wanted to narrow it down for myself a bit, because I was struggling, like, I can pick basically any film really. A huge array of films that I love and watch repeatedly, so which one do I pick? So I decided to jump into my top 5 films list, the films that you love more than anything else and you recommend to everyone else and you love watching over again films. And the film that's always hovered around my number 1 spot, luckily, starts with the. And this is called The Shawshank Redemption. I know a lot of people say this is their favourite film of all time, and IMDb rate it as the greatest film of all time. And I get it, it is one of my favourite films. I'm not saying it is my number 1, but it hovers around 1, 2, 3. But it's probably stayed at the number 1 spot more than any other film ever has. So for me, I guess it probably is my number 1 film of all time. It's The Shawshank Redemption. This is the film that came out in 1994. It stars Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins plays a character called Andy Dufresne, who is arrested for the murder of his wife and his wife's lover. If he did it or not, that's a question throughout the film. I'm not going to put any spoilers in or anything, but it's something that obviously is over the head. He claims he's innocent, but all the evidence points to him. But that's not what the film's about. The film's about life. He's sentenced to life in prison. He makes friends with Morgan Freeman's character, whose basically role in the prison is to obtain things from the outside world. You ask for him, give him some cigarettes, and he'll obtain it for you. And you basically watch these characters grow up and grow old within the 4 walls of Shawshank prison. This film doesn't. I struggle to pigeonhole this film what a genre is, because it's a bit of everything. It's a film about life. It's a film. It's obviously it's got its twists. It's got its thriller bits. It's got some comedy in it. It's one of those films that is incredible. It's one of those films that I struggle to poke holes in. Even some of my favourite films, I can say I love this film, but that scene's bit iffy. I can't pick a single scene in this whole film there I don't like. I think the whole pacing of this film is perfect. I think the twists in this film are perfect. Twists for me are a bit iffy. obviously I don't want to see twists coming. I want a twist to completely get me out of surprise. I'm going, oh wow, I didn't see that coming. But at the same time, when I see a twist, I'm gonna be like, oh, where did that come from? I want to go, oh wow, I didn't see that happening, but it makes sense. They've been building to this twist. They've been dropping little Easter eggs and little cookie crumbs, and now you've shown it to me. I didn't expect to see it, but it was all there. This film does that. There's twists in this film. There's more than one. I'd say about 2, maybe 3 twists, and it's all there. It makes you go, oh, it makes complete sense. I should have noticed. I should have saw that coming, but you don't. It's brilliant because of that reason. The twists are brilliant because you get comfortable in this film because of the pacing of this film. It's a very slow-paced film. You don't expect the ending to be what it is. It's clever. And the thing's the acting as well. Obviously, you see Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins in the film, you know the acting's going to be on par and beyond. And this film, seems like a film where the 2 actors, and not just the 2 actors actually, that's a bit disservice everyone else, the whole supporting cast as well, didn't just look at this film and go, great, let's do a great performance. It feels like they became the role. They became the actors. Well, I still can't see Tim Robbins and not look at Andy Dufresne. Morgan Freeman, obviously he's had a much more extensive career in mainstream movies. But for me, he would always be from the Shawshank Redemption. I know I should put a character's name there, but I completely... Red. It would always be Red from Shawshank Redemption. It just pops me from nowhere. I've got notes as well, and I didn't even put in the notes, but that's how much I love this film. It's one of these films that it's a lovely film. It's brilliant. Honestly, I can't talk about how much I adore this film enough. If you haven't seen this film, please do. And please do yourself a favour. You can't become a fan of films without seeing this film, in my opinion. I'm not going to say it's like the greatest acted film of all time, it's like the greatest written film of all time. The cinematography isn't going to change your life, but while some films are, the acting's amazing, but the story's down, or the other way around, or that's all great, the acting, the storyline's great, but the CGI is not great. Or this film is great, the action's great, not incredible. The storyline's great, not incredible, but it's solid across the whole board. There's nothing that drops below great. Some things, in my opinion, do go above great, but great's its lowest level. Some films might shoot up well above, past the screen, as my arm just shot past the screen, but have some moments that are below the screen. But this film is solidly great, and it's very rare you can say that about a film. For me, as you've seen a few films in this list that I have said, I'm going to say the same thing again, because this is films that I adore. Obviously not all my favourite films are on this list, because some of them don't fit in the categories, but this film is quite comfortably one of my favourite films of all time. And if you've seen it, I hope you can see why. If you don't understand why, and you have seen it, I'd love to hear what you didn't like about this film, because I've never met someone who didn't adore this film, and I'd love to understand what parts of this film you can pick holes in. Genuinely, I'm not going to like, no, you're wrong, because I'm not that sort of person. I'd love to hear your opinion. I'd love to have a conversation, a civilised conversation, and understand each other's point of view in this film. So that being said, day 4, a film that starts with for me, is The Shawshank Redemption. I'd love to hear what your film you'd pick under this banner is, but it starts with so drop it in the comments. Let's have a conversation. I'd reply to all the comments. If you did enjoy this video, drop it a like. If you want to see this film, obviously 30 videos in 30 days, so drop a subscribe to see when it's coming out. Hit the bell notification so you're aware of them when they drop. And I hope you have a very good day. Thank you very much. And thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you'd like to drop a like, a subscribe, share, hit the bell notification, that would be amazing. And you will see on this side of my head, you will see another video which YouTube has recommended just for you. And on this side of my head, you will see a logo to subscribe to the channel. If you want to hit that, I will love you forever. Goodbye.